I'm gonna try to make this video as short as I can because right now I'm irritated. I am beyond irritated and frustrated and just absolutely disgusted by what I saw today. This game right here was the perfect example of playing down to your competition. Not to take anything away from the Jets, but this game right here, the Eagles played down to their competition. Absolutely played down to them. The Jets defense made plays on their part, which is good for them. But the boneheaded turnovers and mistakes we made today, those are on us. 100% on us. I got quite a bit to vent here. Like I said, I'm gonna try and make this as quickly as I can. I'm gonna try not to lose my cool. But right now, I am beyond disgusted with what I saw today. This game right here was the classic trap game. And the Eagles fell for that trap. There are no longer any undefeated teams in the league. The San Francisco 49ers went down to the Cleveland Browns. Who would have saw that coming, right? They ended up losing McCaffrey and also Deebo Samuel for that game. The Eagles in this game go down to the New York Jets. It's the first time they've ever lost to the New York Jets in a regular season game. They go down. It's just frustrating. It's just frustrating because we know we're better. We're better than what we saw today. We know that. And what we saw today was it was despicable. It was absolutely despicable, and it makes me sick to my stomach. Beyond sick to my stomach. The Eagles lose to New York Jets by a score of 20-14. It started off well for the Eagles. The Eagles go on a 90-yard drive. They run 20 plays in that drive. Jalen Hurts is trying to dive into the end zone, ends up fumbling the ball, but it's recovered in the end zone and is recovered by the Eagles for a touchdown. So it starts off well. Starts off pretty well for the Eagles. The Eagles defense, the Eagles defense, I'm gonna say that about the Eagles defense. Shout out to the Eagles defense. Overall, they played well today. They screwed up a couple times there, a couple big plays they gave up. But overall, they played a decent game. They played a pretty decent game. So I'm not gonna sit here and say too much bad about the defense, except Josh Jobe. Josh Jobe is trash, and Josh Jobe, I'm sick of Josh Jobe. I don't know what this team sees in Josh Jobe. It is time to put him on the bench. It is time to get a cornerback and trade for a corner, because right now the secondary with Josh Jobe in it is definitely a liability. But the number one side of the ball that's getting my criticism today is the offense. The offense started off decent there. They started off well, scoring, moving the ball down the field. But then that second half was just awful. They scored 14 points in the first half, and that was all they scored for the entire game. Jalen Hurts. Usually Jalen Hurts is not the target of my criticism, but right now he definitely is. The first interception that Jalen Hurts threw, I'm not going to sit here and bash him for that one, because at the end of the day, that interception was 100% on Dallas Goedert. 100%. That was Dallas Goedert's fault right there. Dallas Goedert, it deflected off his hands and it landed in the hands of a defensive lineman of the New York Jets. So that is not Jalen Hurts' fault. But the other two interceptions that he threw in the second half absolutely are his fault. Completely his fault. And Jake Elliott missing, he missed a crucial kick late in the game. That's unacceptable. But Jalen Hurts is making $51 million a year. We expect much better out of your franchise quarterback than what we saw today. I get it, he's not going to play a great game every game, but today that was just pitiful. Those two interceptions in the second half. One where I guess maybe he did, on one the second interception he threw. I guess he was trying to go deep downfield, but he ended up getting hit. He ended up getting hit, and the ball ended up, being thrown off because of that, and it landed in the defender's hands. So I guess in that situation, yeah, he was trying to go deep, but because the pressure of the Jets D line, which I give credit where it's due, they played a very good game, the Jets D line. But that second one where we're trying to just run the clock out and get out with the win, you just throw it right to the defender. The defender runs it down and puts them in a position to take the lead, a lead they would never relinquish. Pathetic. And Devontae Smith, another player who just uncharacteristically dropping footballs, like wide open footballs he's dropping. Just it's like I don't know what the hell this team seemed to be just cruising through this game. Just they were just coasting through this game. They were just looking ahead to the next week. That's the way it felt, because boneheaded turnovers are what causes this game. Congratulations to the New York Jets. Gangrene David won. Congratulations to the Jets fans, but today the Eagles played down to the competition, and the Eagles deserve to lose. Bottom line. Jalen Hurts did, and there was a couple good throws he threw to AJ Brown. AJ Brown made plays on. There was one deep pass that would have been a touchdown, but AJ Brown did not come down with that one. But I didn't knock him for that, because he came back right after that and had a big play that set us up for our second touchdown in this game. But boneheaded turnovers are ultimately what caused this game. DeAndre Swift, catching a pass from Jalen Hurts, moving the ball down, and then he fumbles the football. Just an ugly, sloppy game. A game that should not have been this close. We should have had at least 28 points on this team at halftime. There were two drives in particular that we turned the ball over. The one, Dallas Goedert, where he fumbled. And then, of course, when DeAndre Swift fumbled. And our defense just kept giving us chance after chance after chance. They kept holding this New York Jets offense to field goals. So they were giving us chance after chance after chance, and our offense just kept their heads in their rear end the entire game. Just pathetic. I don't know any other way to put it but say what it was. Pathetic. Garbage. And it don't get any easier. It does not get any easier. We have next week at home the Miami Dolphins coming to town. Sunday Night Football, prime time. It's not going to get any easier. This is a team right here that's putting up 30 plus points a game. They are the highest scoring offense in the league. Our defense played well today, but you cannot expect our defense to hold teams to 20 points or less every game. The schedule is not going to get any easier. It's going to get tougher and tougher and tougher. And I was saying to myself, even late in this game, I'm like, if we get out of here with this win, great. But this team right here, this team and their sloppiness, their inability to finish drives, they're not going to win a Super Bowl. This is not a Super Bowl winning Eagles team. It's not. It is not. I don't know where that team from last year is at, but they need to figure it out. And they need to get their heads out of their rear end. Because what I saw today was inexcusable. It was disgusting. It literally made me want to vomit. It literally made me want to vomit. Disgusting. You gotta be better. Jalen Hurts, you gotta be better. You're making $51 million a year. The franchise invested in you. We expect much better than that. Yeah, and to make matters worse, players is going down with injury, and we felt it, especially on the offensive line, because Lane Johnson went down this game early in the first half, and after that, Driscoll tried his best at times to try to to come in and play. I'm always about the next man up mentality, because I don't make excuses when players go down, However, it was quite clear with Lane Johnson going down, O-line, their protection was just not there anymore. It wasn't. Jalen Hurts was running for his life at times. He was sacked a couple times as a result. Coming from that right side of the O-line where Lane Johnson would normally be at. Not having Lane Johnson out there was we felt it. Not having Darius Slay, not having Jalen Carter out there on defense, those are two big losses. But like I said, I'm not gonna knock the defense because I felt like overall the D-line still played well. Hassan Reddick, Josh Sweat, those guys came and balled today. But definitely not having Lane Johnson on the O-line was a big loss. And of course, we also Blankenship went out in this game as well. So over here crossing our fingers that Blankenship and Lane Johnson, those guys will be ready to play against the Dolphins next week because we need them. Home game, Sunday Night Football. Kelly Green jerseys, the jerseys that a lot of you Eagle fans wanted. Myself personally, I never understood the love affair that a lot of Eagle fans have with Kelly Green. That's just me being honest, because to me it represents a time period where the Eagles we had some decent teams during the Kelly Green era, but we never lived up to our fullest potential. So I never understood the love affair that a lot of Eagle fans have with that. It wasn't until you went to the Midnight Green that the Eagles started having their most success. But that's just my opinion on that. I'm trying not to rant here because I really do want to curse and scream and just lose my mind right now. But I'm not going to do that because I'm in a hotel right now, and I'm not trying to have people call downstairs because, hey, you got this crazy guy just yelling and screaming and cursing right next door to me. So I'm trying not to lose my cool at the end of the day. But I'm disgusted. I'm beyond disgusted. All Eagle fans, we expect better out of this team than this. This is a game that we should not have lost. This is a game that we could have easily blew out this team, but we didn't because we could not hold on to the ball. We kept turning the ball over. We, the Philadelphia Eagles, this team here, shot themselves in the foot. They kept this game close. The defense kept the Jets from scoring. But there's only so much the defense can do when the offense is constantly three and out, turnover. There's only so much the defense can do. You do this against Tua and the Miami Dolphins next week, turn the ball over like this, we're getting our asses blown out. That team could easily put a 50 burger on us next week. I'm gonna make my pick on that game. Obviously, I don't like our chances in it. That's just me keeping it real. For what I saw today, I don't like our chances against against the Dolphins. This game against the Jets was definitely playing down to our competition. It was definitely a classic trap game. The Jets defeat the Philadelphia Eagles for the first time in the regular season game in history. It felt like at times the Eagles just didn't want to win this game. They were just, hey, y'all can have it. Look, y'all can have it. That's the way it felt at times. It felt like Jalen Hurts was purposely throwing the ball to the defense because he didn't want to win. I'm not saying that's what he was doing. I'm just saying that's the way, as a fan sitting there watching that game, that's exactly how I felt. Got to be better. $51 million a year, Jalen Hurts. We don't pay you $51 million a year to throw 3 interceptions in a game. That was just awful. Bounce back next week against the Dolphins. Go out there and this team, y'all, go out there and surprise everybody, because I'm sure we're going to be heavily underdogs in that game, and rightfully so. We deserve to be underdogs in that game. This Eagles team, I've been saying it for weeks. Even though I've been happy we've been winning, I've been seeing things here and there. I'm like, this team's inability to finish in the red zone, to put points on the board, just inconsistent play. We really shouldn't even been 5-0. There's quite a bit of games there that we easily could have lost. And I'm looking at teams like the Dolphins. I'm looking at teams like the 49ers, even though they lost today. I'm looking at these teams that are doing these 30, 40 plus games. I'm like, and they're winning comfortably. When are the Eagles going to have one of those games? Every game that we played so far this year has been a nail-biting close game. When are we going to have a game where we're firing on all cylinders? Offense, special teams, defense. Everybody's doing their job. We're firing on all cylinders. I'm not seeing the 2022 Philadelphia Eagles with this team. I'm not seeing it. I see flashes here and there of the talent that we have on this team, but I'm not seeing anything like the team that we saw on the field last season. Just awful, man. Just awful. Again, congratulations to the Jets fans. Congratulations to you guys on your win. Best of luck to you guys the rest of the way. As for this Eagles team, they better get their shit together. They better get their shit together because it's like I said, it's not gonna get any easier. You got the Dolphins next week. You got we still got the 49ers on our schedule. We still got the Cowboys twice, which we still got them twice. We still got we still got Washington again, who took us to hell once, to overtime. Still got the Chiefs, still got the Bills. This schedule does not get any easier. It does not get any easier. We are entering the toughest stretch of the game. Of the schedule. Now, hopefully the Eagles, they will take this as a humbling experience. Hopefully they will after losing the game the way they lost it, they will come back strong next Sunday against the Dolphins. We'll see. Am I expecting us to beat the Dolphins? As of right now, no. That's just me keeping it real. As of right now, absolutely not. The Dolphins putting up 30 plus points a game. We're barely able to put up 20 points a game on average. Our defense has had their flashes. The D-line in particular. Secondary is a liability. I stand by that. And you're going against the highest scoring offense in the league, top passing offense in the league. They literally have track stars in their team with guys like Waddle and Tyreek Hill. It could be a very, very long night for this secondary, but we'll see. Maybe they'll surprise us. But I'm done, man. I'm irritated right now. I just need to go do something to clear my head right now. I'm pissed off. Trying not to yell, scream, or curse because honestly, that's what I feel like doing. But I'm out of here. Congratulations to the Jets fans again. The Eagles are no longer undefeated. They're now 5-1. There are no longer any undefeated teams in the league. 49ers also went down today against the Cleveland Browns. But that's here and there. It is what it is. Take this game as a learning lesson. Come out strong against the Dolphins on Sunday. I'm out of here.